everyone here at this table, they skate how they want to skate.
My first trick might be the hardest thing ever, because if I get there, everything else is easy, you know?
Contest is definitely progressing the consistency.
Yeah.
See, my whole approach towards like skating events is probably so different than a lot of people, because I know people who look at it like they'll be studying how the judges are scoring other skaters, and they might completely change the way they approach skating the course, which is, that's great. I have no interest in that. For me, it's like I look at the course and I'm like, how can I skate it how I want to that gets me psyched and how maybe I could shine? And that's been my approach from the beginning. Because if I go into that like level of playing chess, basically competing, it starts to take away my enjoyment, and I end up in the place where you're talking about like, man, I don't really want to do this back tail right now, but I kind of got to, you know?
Yeah.
That getting to that point when skating contests is the worst. So I'm always trying to like change it up and find what's fun for me. But then there are people who are militant with it and it works, you know? So it's whatever keeps you psyched and you enjoy about it.
That's what I was talking about, trying the cab back lip, so it's like exactly that. I was trying to direct my skating in contest form, and it was just like, I had the worst year of contest that year, and then like this last year was when I was finally just like, I'm gonna just stop trying to skate rails again and just do the big spins and the nollie back heels and see where it gets me, and then it worked. Yeah. So.
Dan, you just gave the code out to the kids.
Yeah, get nollie back heels and big spins and go for it.
Go for it. Go for it. I think that's just like also just as street skaters, you're always just trying to stand out differently, you know? Like you're not trying to compare to the person next to you, you're trying to like compete against yourself most of the time, you know? Like of course like you're in a contest, but like when I approach contests, I'm like, okay, so what do I have that's different from these other people who are competing? And it's like, okay, what am I most psyched on? Because sometimes you have to rely on like the hype to like make you want to try something, or like it's kind of just like adapting in the moment. I feel like every contest is kind of different, but I think the ultimate goal is like, I mean, for me personally, I just try to stand out to just, you know, to show a different side of skating and one that I'm like stoked on. Because if I'm like trying to do something similar to someone else and then like I get judged wrong or whatever, or don't make the cut, or I make the cut, it doesn't really feel like authentic to me to like put myself in a box, you know? I'd rather just like stand out doing my tricks and kind of just see where that gets me, you know?
That's the way I always skate the contest. I see the park, I feel all those things. I'm like, how can I be happy in here? You know, if it's just gonna be like a 20-stair rail that I don't skate, but like, could be a ledge there, could be like a hub or something that I just want to be happy while I skate, you know? Like you say, like,
you
I'm
can
learning all
grind
this trick.
Rail.
I can, but like, they don't make me happy, you know? Like, they don't want to make me happy. And it's like, I'll be scary, but like you say, like getting out of my zone to go learn all this things and to do all this tricks for some points, it's just like,
it's not the move.
It's not the move.
It's not the move.
That's how I started doing the same thing. I'm like, bro, like I don't care. Like that's the way I skate, and I'm gonna do me because I'm happy. And then whatever I gain from there, that's what I should be getting, right? Like
I swear that's like the formula to success though with it, because everyone here at this table, they skate how they want to skate, and it sounds like everyone's like, yeah, I look at the course and you know do my tricks, and you're not actually shaping yourself. To try, like, get different tricks in order to get this podium. Like you just said, as soon as you leaned into skating how Chris Joslin skates, all of a sudden you had your best contest year yet.
Yeah.
And that's how you like shine, really, is making it your own while you're in this environment where there is structure, I guess.
Yeah, and then to your point on that too, it's like sometimes that does work for people though. You know, there's a couple people out there that have grown up in the contest light and they've kind of directed their skating in that way, and that seems to have worked for them. And so, you know, to that point, it's like, like you said everyone at this table seems to have thought that way, but it's like, there's a lot of other skaters out there that may not see it this way, so just know that skateboarding's got a lot of different ways of working.
Is gonna be watching you guys. They're gonna be studying what your tricks are getting. Not really like studying, but they're gonna be like.
They're gonna be studying.
They're gonna be. It's gonna be like registering somewhere back there, and they're gonna be like, maybe I'm gonna nollie flip crook that. Maybe I'm gonna big flip front blunt. Maybe I'm gonna nollie back heel this big gap, and that's gonna affect the future generation of the skaters.
I remember,
which is gonna be cool.
One of the first times I met Lance Mountain, and we were talking about skateboarding for like an hour, and one of the coolest things that I remember that he said from the talk, he was talking about just skateboarding and why the community is so cool, but then also what, you know, kind of how you become a pro almost. And what he said stood out in my head so heavily. He said, skateboarding is not about checking the boxes with tricks, it's about drawing the boxes to be checked by others.
Wow.
And everyone else that I know that's pro, you guys all in this room, in your own way have like done something and created your own box that other people are now checking.
Yeah,
you know?
that's for sure.
So you can go and check all those boxes, but then at the end of the day, we know who's doing, you know, full cab 180 nose grinds or switch flip back tail this or tray flip El Toro. Or, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool.
For me, the best format that I think showcases skateboarding to the public is just the one run format where you get a minute, you do your run.
Wait, just one run?
No, you know, like one
Best run.
Just
run
the best run
counts.
counts. Okay, I was like,
You know,
one
they
run's
get two
cold.
runs, or I kind of like the three runs
runs
for
is
the
nice.
finals.
I think Tampa Pro is pretty cool.
Tampa Pro,
2
classic.
qualified and 3 finals. That's
So-
I think that's what
And that's
X
what
Games
X Games
too.
does
Yeah.
too. So yeah,
That's
I-
like true like raw skating, you know, from
It's
back in
just-
the day, and it's still the same. And it's just
I feel like
runs.
it's easier to judge. You can tell who the winner is. You're like, all right, that guy won. Like, and then some people will be like, that guy won, but it'll be like, okay, let's go back. You can go look over it and be like, well, no, he won. Like, every trick means something. So whether it's like a little quarter pipe disaster or like, yeah, he could have done a harder trick there and the other guy did. Or
yeah.
so
Points. I guess I like real street. Real street's fun. You know? film a minute part and submit it, and then there you go.
I didn't know we could pick
Contest
that.
is over. Contest form right there.
I like the 3 guys in 3 minutes skating.
Jam format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the SLS tricks too, because you can try 5 tries. You can try some hard shit, you know.
I just
one
hate it when I
run.
get a bunch of zeros up on there.
I don't know, the type of skate that I skate, like technical stuff, sometimes it's hard to put everything in a run. So like, and then I do, it's like, it's there, but like, you know, just having like the actual tries to do it, I think it's more open, you know.
It's exciting for sure.
Because you don't do the stuff on the run, and you can just save the good stuff to kind of actually try hard things. I don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, you
that's
definitely
something.
get some more tricks out of the skaters
Yeah.
that you wouldn't get those tricks in the run.
Right.
You know,
so
like,
it's like more open.
you're not gonna get necessarily a nollie flip back 5-0 down hubba in your run, but if you get a couple tries, you get it for sure.
Yeah.
I guess Street League's kind of the one contest you can kind of strategize to, right? You can kind of play it safe a little in the lines and just to get a score, and then build on that, and then you know.
I always just liked the OG Street League format of they take one run and then you do single tricks. But now it's funny because skateboarding has gotten so gnarly with the single tricks, where I'm glad that there's more emphasis on runs now, because I don't think one single trick should completely take the cake for, again, someone who landed a 10-trick line and has almost the exact same score. And so now it's funny because it's gone full circle, and I personally think, I agree with Ryan, the best way to be able to see, even if I wasn't a skater and as a fan, to see who is the top 3 in an event is through 1-minute runs.
I like it when like I kind of like drop in and then like the time starts or whatever, and then like I don't really need to think about anything. I just skate and then like, oh, the contest is over.
Yeah.
But like at a street league, I have to like look at my score and be like, I'm doing math. Like I failed math 3 times. Like I'm doing math on the park. Like it's just too much for me.